Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A guy coming off his best season as a pro, here's Nick Chubb. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Watson now to throw. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Maybe to get that back. It's third down. When you talk about this Seahawk defense, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get?
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 54 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Here's Chubb on the read option. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolute phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
On the ground with a tight end. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Jordan Akins, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are on the board first here this afternoon. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They run with a 2nd-year man. It's Kenneth Walker. And some room to maneuver. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Throwing now is Geno. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. This one goes underneath to Walker. And that's good for a gain of 6. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson letting one fly deep for Cooper. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a good play, but he could not pull it in. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Now it's Watson. Oh, fires this one downfield for Chubb. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. Fielded at the 33. A strong running. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Geno now to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. To the right side, this is Walker. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Now 2nd and 9. Faking the give. Now Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And Watson has enough for the 1st down yardage as he slides to the turf. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Going quickly out wide to Moore. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
On second down, it's Walker. Now he's free to midfield. How about this? Racing to the end zone.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf, 82 yards.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
It'll be a pickup of a couple that leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Through one quarter, 14-7.
3rd down and 6.
Out of the gun, Smith.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Off of play action. Here's Smith.
And this one too low. The Seahawks sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And Smith, and this throw finds Smith and Jigba.
The 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens...
Touchdown!
Jackson Smith and Jigba
from 3 yards out.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away from drawing level.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Browns drive about to get started. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Off of play action, it's Watson.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On first down, it's Watson. And he'll just get rid of it.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Watson, he's going to keep it on the draw.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
To throw is Watson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
51 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. That is taken in by the tight end Finn. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
A good display of footwork. It gets him just inside the 5 to the 4.
And, boy, here's a sight you don't want to see. Ken Walker injured on that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Finn from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is now 21-14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10.
And he'll manage only a couple here up to about the 27.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
After the run, here's 2nd and 8 from the 27. Now Watson. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Forced out to his left. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now to punt this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Returnable for Lockett.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely loved what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. Also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Back to Walker on 1st down.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
1st down, Browns.
On 1st down, Watson. And he slides to avoid the hit. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, that held up there a long time, but it falls innocently and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Throwing again is Watson. This is Akins hauling in the short pass. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Yeah, they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Watson trying to get his guys moving. They give to Chubb out of the gun. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And the half will begin with a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing now is Geno. And his throw here is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Here's Smith now on second down. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Next to score, Browns 24, Seahawks 21.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now Geno. pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
It's now 3rd down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now Geno on 1st down. This one goes underneath to Walker. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
How about that for a call? Leading in the second half, fake punt, but this one's going to work against them.
And, partner, I love a fake punt as much as anyone. In fact, I might love it more than other people, but in this case, probably a step too far because not only does it not work, but look at the field position they gave up after the attempt.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Just too much air on the ball, and that's a missed opportunity in a game where you don't have many opportunities left.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Smith.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Now Chubb running right. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Now this is going to be a quarterback draw.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Deshaun Watson with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game.
And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Hopkins with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
31, Seahawks 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Smith on first down.
Going right back to Fant.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down. Geno down to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Dalvin Tomlinson forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith.
Smith and Jigbo hauling it in on the out route.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Smith. Then his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
Picked off by Greg Newsom. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 33. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
At the 33-yard line.
He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And the Seahawks are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The Seahawks on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. They'll fake it. Now Smith. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. That'll give them 8 that time, and it'll be 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not turning in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement. But
under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Derek Hall in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? They'll drop the throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Tariq Woolen picks it.
And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
Walker, oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
But they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
Oh, my, that's a heck of a tackle right there on 3rd down, because they had to swing it out to the back and hope that he could make a play. But let's face it, in order for him to be there and be in that position, in order to make that play, he had to read his keys and not be fooled.
And he will take this one in for a Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
40 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They run again on first down. Chubb
taken down at the 42.
Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance. Reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Watson. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
From the gun, here's Smith. And his throw is incomplete.
That ball was tipped in the air, and while it ultimately fell incomplete, it caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it, who's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well, and maybe Lady Luck is on his side because he avoided his first interception of the contest.
Now Smith. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him, Nick.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Devin Bush picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
And he's not going to get anywhere close to the markers. They'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Hopkins' kick is good, and they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Stand
After the interception, here's Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here's 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, Smith. This one into the hands of Metcalf.
And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10.
On 1st down, it's Smith. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Here's 2nd down.
Second down and 10.
Smith to throw. Gets this to Fant.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Here's Smith.
This is Fant on the short completion.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. Smith's going to throw it.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
It's a loss of 8. Brings up 2nd and 18.
Smith.
And that is incomplete.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long.
Smith now to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
This game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And this is caught. Touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from winning this thing in the final seconds.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the officials saw as this play will stand as is.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And that might be enough to win the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Watson. Pass complete to Chubb.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
One last throw here for Watson. This for all the marbles. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this one's over.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity.
Stop, here we go, bucket off the pick and roll. Champ, gotta go, we don't